1,000.
For Kipyegon, setting records, breaking records for herself. That was what happened yesterday at the World Athletics Championship, and more records to be broken. It is just more of who wants it at the moment. Dominant Kipyegon winning fourth 1,500 meter gold. It was yesterday. Now, who is Kipyegon? We'll let you know. On the show, it is Kiko Sports Show live on Solutions 93.9 FM. My name is Oladapo Kunubi, aka Young Striker 9. Remember, we are live on Facebook, live on YouTube, Solutions 939 FM. You can also jump on the platform and let us have your say, most especially for matches decided last night in the UEFA Champions League, same as games going down tonight. Well, remember, Arne Slot made it clear that Alexander Isak will be playing today in the UEFA Champions League, but not sure of him playing a 90-minute game. Okay, so that is one. But the result that came for Real Madrid last night shows that maybe this team will struggle under coach Xabi Alonso, but they will still get the result. All right, now let's start this morning and look at Faith Kipyegon, a lady who defied all odds yesterday. Well, looking at the World Athletics Championship, Kenya's peerless Faith Kipyegon underlined her status as one of the greatest athletes of all time when she convincingly claimed a fourth 1,500 meters world title on Tuesday to go with her 3 Olympic golds and world record in the event. Kipyegon delivered a gun-to-tape run that destroyed the field as she came home clear in 3 minutes and 52.15 seconds. Come on. Now, looking at her profile, full name, Faith Chepyeng Tech Kipyegon, nicknamed the Smiling Destroyer, born 10th January 1994 in Kenya. That is in Nakuru, Rift Valley province in Kenya. Hometown is Kringet, Nakuru County. Well, she weighs 1.57 meters and her height, I beg your pardon, is 1.57 meters and weight 44 kg. So, congratulations and congratulations to the coach. The coach Bram Sam. Well, Patrick Sang took over from Bram Sam from 2017 till date. So it is just more of how coaches should also be celebrated. And her personal life, Kipyegon is married to middle distance runner Timothy Kitam, the 2012 Olympic 800 meter bronze medalist. They have a daughter, Aline, born in June 2018. Okay, that's good. Let's move on this morning. All right, now talking about today's set of events scheduled to start to 11:05. We have the men's triple jump qualification, and we have the men's javelin throw going down 11:10. The qualification group A. Women's pole vault final will be going down today by 11:25, and by 11:30 we have the women's 200 meter heat, same as men's 200 meters going down by 12:15. Looking at other events scheduled for today, men's long jump final is going down by 12:49. Women's 400 meters hurdles will go down by, that's the semi-final, will be going down by 1:03 p.m. Men's 400 meter hurdles semi-final will be going down by 1:30 p.m. Women's 3,000 meter steeplechase will go down by 1:57. That final is going down by 1:57. And men's 1,005 meters final will be going down by 2:20 today. So, and all events start in the next 1 hour 56 minutes today. Yeah, a lot of people will be asking the question, what does it look like on the medal log? Let's just look at countries or athletes who have made their names on the medal log for their countries. United States of America is leading the pack on the medal log at the World Athletics Championship with a total of 8 medals comprising 6 gold and 2 bronze. Kenya is now second on the medal log with a total of 5 medals comprising 3 gold, 1 silver. Canada is a third with a total of 3 medals comprising 3 gold. Now, New Zealand is fourth on the log with a total of 2 medals. That is 2 gold medals. Jamaica is fifth on the medal log, comprising having a total of 5 medals comprising 1 gold, 3 silver, and 1 bronze. Sweden is sixth. Switzerland seventh, tied with Spain. Yes, Nigeria, you know where we are at the moment, following our Nigerian sister who got a silver in the hurdle. That is Toby Amuson in the 100 meter hurdle, winning a silver in that one. Now, moving away from World Athletics Championship, let us check updates coming from the world of tennis this morning. Well, a lot of tennis stars are looking, most especially the ladies, they are putting a lot of things in place. And, well, remember the men also. But for some athletes, for some tennis stars, decided to just go on a break. Now, in the Chengzhou Open ATP 250, live updates coming on the show this morning. Marco Giron is through to the next round, beating FN Queen 7-5-6-4. Live update is the battle between Cameron Norrie and Yi Zhao. Fourth set, 5-5 between the two players. By 9:55, we have Quentin Hales against Christopher O'Connell. And that will be going down by 9:55. And 10 o'clock, we have Zizo Bergs against Zheng Shang. We've got qualification games. That is the Chengzhou Open going down right there. At the Hangzhou Open ATP 250, the battle between Alexander Kovacevic and Luca Nardi has been cancelled, while Mariano Navone will take on Lerner Tien by 10:20, and by 12:30, Andrea Manarino will take on Yibing Wu. Now let's go straight to the ladies, shall we? Let's look at updates this morning. Continuation of 2 games will be going down at the Korea Open in Seoul WTA 500. Anastasia Zakharova will continue her game against Serena Christie, as we have Diana Schneider also continuing her game against Katie McNally. Schneider was in charge going to the game, to the continuation today, although she lost the first set 2-6, but she won the second set 6-2, going to the third set where she was leading 3-2. And for other games scheduled for today, Emma Raducanu will be in action today against Jacqueline Christian by 6:30. And 6:40, we have Suzanne Lament against Tajana Maria. Beatrice Haddad Mahia will take on Da Yeon Bark by 8 p.m. Maya Joyce will be up against Sophia Kenin by 9:30. And the last game for today, we'll see Eva Lears against Clara Cherson. Now let's go about the Billie Jean King Cup. Well, defending champions Italy battled into the Billie Jean King Cup semi-finals with a pair of comeback singles wins against China. Elisabetta Cocchiaretto threw herself to the floor in relief after producing an extraordinary comeback to beat Zhou Zhang 4-6, 7-5, 7-5 in the first singles match in Shenzhen, China. Cocchiaretto was a set and 5-2 down and found herself trailing 4-love in the decider before somehow rallying to victory. Now, looking at games going down today, Spain will take on Ukraine by 10 o'clock. Moving away from tennis, and let's talk Formula 1 before talking football this morning. The British Grand Prix will be one of 6 sprint events on next year's Formula 1 calendar. No longer news, but remember, Silverstone last hosted a sprint in 2021, the year the format was introduced. The biggest surprise is the addition of Singapore to the sprint schedule. The difficulty of overtaking at the street circuit does not automatically make it look like a natural fit for a sprint event. The other races to hold sprints in 2026 will be China, Miami, Canada, and Netherlands, which is dropping off the calendar after next season. Now let's move away from other sports and we'll go straight to talk football this morning. Updates are coming from the Nigeria Premier Football League, saying the teams representing the country on the continent playing football, continental football. Well, will this affect positively or negatively? We'll let you know more.
Sabi dribble, but you no fit dribble past malaria if you no use insecticide treated nets. Malaria dey real o.
This message now from Solutions 93.9 FM.
News, sports, entertainment, top 100 music on your Remedy radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
Eza, left-footed delivery into the box. Marino's header straight down the throat of the goalkeeper. That'll go down as a chance for Arsenal. Trossard then flicks it into the path of Gabriel Martinelli. Can he bring it under control? Gabriel Martinelli through on goal, and Gabriel Martinelli scores! A substitute that's worked wonders for Mikel Arteta. And Arsenal, on 71 minutes, take the lead. Gets to the byline, Gabriel Martinelli cuts it back. Trossard tries to bring it under control, gets the shot off, and it's in! Arsenal have a second. Leandro Trossard has got the goal his performance has deserved. Been brilliant since coming on, and surely now Arsenal have wrapped up the points.
I know a lot of Arsenal fans will not allow us hear what this morning. Yes, we understand because your team won last night in the UEFA Champions League. Yes. Well, we still know that some teams still came out tops as well. But nobody saw that some results coming their way, most especially looking at SG that got a victory. Royal Union SG winning 3-1 against PSV. Looking at 8-3 between Juventus and Borussia Dortmund. Okay, but remember, Ganzi predicted Tottenham to get a win yesterday against Villarreal. But we'll talk more on all this, but let's first talk about Remo Stars this morning. But I know a Chelsea fan is already dragging me in my DM. So, Nigeria Premier Football League NPFL champions Remo Stars will play the CAF Champions League home games at the MK Abiola Sports Arena at Abeokuta. According to reports, Remo Stars Originals' home ground is in Ikene and it is currently undergoing renovation. The Sky Blue Stars have only adopted the MK Abiola Sports Arena as their home ground in the NPFL. Now, Daniel Ogumodede's side will host the US Zilimajo of Comoros in the first leg of the CAF Champions League preliminary round tie in the venue on Sunday. The reverse fixture will also take place in Abeokuta on Friday, 26th of September. Beg your pardon. Why is December getting into my head? Okay. Now, the winner will face South Africa's champions, Mamelodi Sundowns, in the first round. Presidents of Federation Cup champions, Kwara United, will also play their home games in CAF Confederations Cup at the MK Abiola Sports Arena. The Harmony Boys will be away to Asante Kotoko of Ghana in the first leg at the Accra Sports Stadium on Sunday. The second leg is slated for Abeokuta on Sunday, 28th of September. So a lot has been lined up for sport fans in Nigeria. Not only the Nigeria Premier Football League, we'll also be watching the CAF Champions, the CAF Confederations Cup qualifiers. And we hope that Nigerian teams on the continent should do as well to get to the group stage. It is not all about the money, but for all of us to also see continental football. As a lot of Nigerians are still hopeful that more teams will be representing Nigeria on the continental scene. Now let's talk about one man who got injured in the World Cup qualifiers against South Africa, and that is Olaino. Now, report has it that Super Eagles defender Olaino has undergone a successful surgery and not sustained the hamstring injury in Nigeria's 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers against Bafana Bafana of South Africa last week. The 28-year-old is now expected to be sidelined for around 3 months. The versatile fullback will hope to return to action in time for the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations, which will be hosted by Morocco in December. Aino will miss the Super Eagles World Cup qualifiers against Crocodiles of Lesotho and the Squirrels of Benin Republic next month. So we wish him quick recovery. Now let's quickly go straight and talk about the UEFA Champions League. Well, UEFA Champions League returned last night with 24 goals that were scored in games that went 6 matches decided in the group phase of the UEFA Champions League. Arsenal, after recording a 2-0 victory in Spain against Athletic Bilbao, Mikel Arteta showed that he knows how to play the UEFA Champions League, and that happens to be their rightful place.
One of the best atmosphere that I've played. A really tough match. We knew that the first 20-25 minutes it was going to be really tough, especially the way they play, so intense, a lot of direct play, a lot of duels. And I think after that we started to grow throughout the game, and the second half we were much more fluent, dominant, and looked much more of a threat. And at the end, the finishers, they made the impact for us to win the game, and overall very happy. They are at least equally important or more important, and we have discussed that the finishers are going to be more important this season sometimes than the starters, and we can change the game then, especially when with the intensity that we play, when teams start to drop off, and I'm very pleased to see that, and Piero comes in to that we need from all of us.
Well, ask the manager, Mikel Arteta speaking there. But hey, having a man sent off for Real Madrid, Daniel Carvajal, in the 72nd minute did not stop Real Madrid from getting the needed 3 points in the game against Olympique Marseille. A 2-1 victory was the scoreline for Xabi Alonso's side. But a man who scored the winning goal was Kylian Mbappe in the 81st minute via a sport kick.
Happy to start the Champions League with a win. At home it was important. We know how tough it is to start the Champions League with a win. That's what we did. It was not an easy game, but we're back with the win at home. All the fans are happy right now. But I think we can still improve. It's just the start of the season. We know what we do good, what we can improve, and we hope to be better on the next game and on the next weeks. We have to be better. We have to be better. Me first. I think we had many chances to open the score, and we didn't. At the end, in the Champions League, when you don't score, the other team score. That's what Marseille did. So at the end of the day, we have to work on training more to be more efficient in front of the goal and to score more goals. I think we can. We have the potential for, and we're going to do it in the next games.
Well, Kylian Mbappe, the French player, scoring against the club from his home country. While for Karabakh defeated Benfica 3-2. Well, if I'd put my money on that one, I would have put my money on Benfica to win. And I would just be scratching my head this morning. 4-4 was the scoreline between Juventus and Borussia Dortmund right there at the Allianz Stadium in Italy. However, for Tottenham Hotspur, the Europa League champions defeated Villarreal 1-0 in the UEFA Champions League. For coach Thomas Frank, was surprised but still happy that his team got a 1-0 victory right there in London.
Yeah, I agree with you. Champions League is unbelievable tough. It was a very good team we faced today and managed to get out of a very tight game as winners with that feeling that you fight and run and you do a lot of things as a group together and then get out on top as a win. I think is exceptionally good, and that just builds that extra foundation, extra layers. And sometimes, you can't hit the highest level and still get away with a win in an even game. I think is fantastic.
All right, now moving away from last night's results and reactions from managers, the same as players. Let's talk about the UEFA Champions League matches going down tonight. And let me first read a message from a Chelsea fan here this morning. Well, his name is Pastor Akinfewa. So that message is a bit long this morning, but hey, I will surely read it. But don't worry, I am waiting for you. Remember, I had to tell you that your team must win 5 matches in the English Premier League after having a draw in the match day 1 of the EPL. But your team failed to even win convincingly or to win 3 games back to back to back. Hey, now this message from Pastor Akifewa says, Mr. Dakwa, good morning. Just to inform you that the champions of the world, Chelsea, will be showcasing the champions in them tonight. Hashtag up Chelsea. Hashtag Chelsea for life. We are the champions. Hashtag with trophy. Okay. All right. Now, one man is talking ahead of that Chelsea's game. Well, he's Harry Kane, Bayern Munich striker, getting a lot of goals this season. That game is going down 8 p.m. at the Allianz Arena. Bayern Munich versus Chelsea. Harry Kane believes the German champions are positive going into this one.
I feel like whenever we play against any team at the Allianz Arena, we back ourselves to beat anyone if we play to our ability. Depending on who's favourites, that's down to you guys to decide and the fans to decide. But of course, we feel confident in the way we're playing right now. And but also we know to beat Chelsea, we have to be at the highest level. They won the Club World Cup. They showed some great performances in that competition and also in the Premier League. So we expect a tough game. There's some really good individual players. And yeah, this is the start of the Champions League. So it's going to be a great game under the lights in the Allianz Arena.
At the Allianz Arena, remember, Vincent Kompany is also used to that team called Chelsea because he once played in the English Premier League with Manchester City, won the English Premier League title also in England as a captain of a club, but now he's a coach of a team in Germany. Now, for Atletico Madrid, we'll be leaving Spain, playing against the Liverpool at the Anfield Stadium, playing against defending champions Liverpool. For Coach Arne Slot, he believes Alexander Isak is good to go for tonight's game, and the team will be able to hold Atletico Madrid at the Anfield Stadium and get the 3 points.
There's definitely a chance because he's in the squad, so then there's a chance to play, but it's normally I always say 99.9% sure, but I can say it's 100% sure that he will not play 90 minutes, but he's part of the squad, so it's already a Champions League game to look forward to, but if people look forward to his playing time, that could mean that could happen tomorrow as well. The only thing what is sure is that he would not play 90, and all the rest you will see tomorrow. It's not a smart thing to do is judge something on one event, because if I judge it on one event, I would say it's of no interest if you end up number 1 or number 7 or number 8, because we had a very difficult draw, and the number 11 Real Madrid had to play the number 22, which was Man City. So what I like about this draw is tonight I go home. I go a little bit earlier home after this press conference, but tonight I'm in front of the television and I'm looking at which game is going to come up, because it's always going to be a nice game, because there can be a pot 1 team that plays a pot 1 team. In the past it was always pot 1 to pot 2, pot 3, pot 4. So that is the nice part of it. What I don't like about this format is that if you have NBA everywhere where you have a league table and then you play playoffs, you have a league table after everyone playing the same teams. So if you then end up number 1, then probably the number 8 is weaker than the number 5. But now there are teams that come from pot 4 that have an easier draw than teams that are on pot 1. So this whole league table doesn't give the real opinion about who's good and who isn't.
All right, well, Arne Slot, coach who came all the way from Netherlands to come to England and claim the UEFA Champions League title. That is awesome. Well, Let's look at. Did I just say UEFA Champions League title? But the English Premier League title. I beg your pardon. Well, looking at Liverpool, how far they can go this season. But remember, there are other matches going down tonight in the UEFA Champions League. But looking at the squad of Liverpool, Bajcetic is injured, out. Chambers, Chiesa, Jones, Carl Noll injured. And for Atletico Madrid, they have key players who will be missing this one. Julian Alvarez, Almanda, Baina, Cardoso, Jimenez all ruled out of this encounter. But for other matches scheduled for tonight in the UEFA Champions League, we have Olympiacos Paris against the Patfos, as we have Slavia Prahar against the Bodo Glimt starting by 5:45. Ajax Inter Milan will start 8 o'clock, same time. Bayern Munich at the Allianz Arena against the Chelsea. Atletico Madrid at the Anfield against Liverpool, 8 p.m. PSG, champions of Europe, will be up against Atalanta by 8 p.m. All right, so this will be the convenient point to say goodbyes on the show. And Comrade Adedamolala Fenwa and Comrade Adejaji Shokwe will be looking at headlines of the pages of Nigerian newspapers. Mr. President had to rush back home. He came back last night. Well, would there be anybody saying, "Oh, Mr. President, when you were not around, so many things happened"? We hear more. But hey, this is Kobam's Asoko with Plenty featuring Simi. My name is Oladapo Kunubi. And shout out to Lolade Adetunji, the strong producer of the show this morning. Like well, let's say keep doing sports and stay safe.